What's going on, Boom Bap Nation? It's a Boom Bap Historian back for another album review, and this one is going to be for the new LP from Carson MC, West Coast legend, icon, the MC who put together one of my top 5 favorite albums of all time. I'm talking about Soul on Ice. None other than Ras Kass, who comes out and releases an album with a very interesting title, and that is Leopard Eats Face. Now, you can find this project on iTunes. I'm sure it's on all other streaming services. You can also find it on Bandcamp. You can find it on his page. I'm going to put the link in the description to Soul Spasm via Bandcamp, where you can pick it up there, or as I mentioned, you can pick it up on iTunes. I'm sure it's available on several other streaming services as well. I believe you go to one of those pages, you can go to a link, and I will see if I can provide it, but if not, there is a link where you could go to find physicals of this project as well. Really dope artwork. And definitely a very interesting album. I saw when this, and I say album in terms of the title, I remember when I first saw that this was going to be coming up and being released, I was pretty much, again, I said I don't get overly excited for albums, but I definitely was looking forward to this project when I saw that it was to be released. And it was dropped on February 13th of 2026. It clocks in at 17 tracks at just under 1 hour. Really, essentially, it's 16 tracks because the last one is a remix, and I will not necessarily, I'm not going to be touching on that, so I'm just going to be touching on the 16 tracks, which again, there is 17, but I'm going to be touching on the 16 tracks. There are some videos for these tracks as well, and of course, there's really no reason to go into a huge back drop or really go into, Ras Kass himself. Like I just mentioned earlier, Soul on Ice is one of my top 5 favorite projects of all time. He's dropped Raw Assassination, Soul on Ice 2, and one of my other favorite albums is the one he did with Apollo Brown, Blasphemy, which I highly recommend. They are actually dropping, I believe they're coming with an anniversary edition of vinyl on that one. It was one of the vinyls that I had in my collection that I sold, and I regret doing so. It was red, white, and blue splatter of that. So, but definitely Ras Kass over the years has really stayed relevant, putting out a lot of projects. But here he is, 2026, Leopard Eats Face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into what I usually do, the track listing, any features that are on there, and highlight my favorite tracks from the album. So it starts off with Leopard Eats Face. Track 2 was Hit List. I really enjoyed track 3, Little Italy. Track 4, I Got That, featuring Inspector Deck and Coast Contra. Contraband comes in at number 5, featuring Trade D. The super dope track 6, 42, features Smith & Wesson. 7 is Don't Deserve Me. 8 is an interlude. Where the Fooshnickens, featuring Chip Fu, is track 9. And I guess you could all ask, where are the Fooshnickens? I'm really surprised they haven't popped up. I wouldn't be shocked if they do get together, if they would end up doing an album just like Words of the Underground, Fooshnickens and Snow Goons. Let's make that happen. Make that happen, Snow Goons. 10 is Miss Me Yet. 11, Funny Games. 12 is Set This Off, featuring Onyx. Latency featuring Absol is track 13. Clap Cheeks featuring Jay Stalin. The super dope Scar Tissue featuring Was P and Tretch. And with Tretch gearing up, I believe he just released a mixtape. So I'm starting to get the feels that there might be a Tretch album coming soon. And then track 16, the Flava Flav Dance. All in all, I think this was a solid album. I wouldn't put it over the Soul on Ice project, which I don't know if anything that Raz will drop can top that, because to me that was such an incredible album that was released. But this is definitely right in that mix. I would say probably top 3. His top 3 albums for me personally. So Leopard Eats Face, released on February 13th of 2026. Overall rating for this project is 3.5 mics. I thought the production was dope, and you're going to get just strong lyrics and delivery and sharp lyricism, and you're going to have moments where you're going to hit rewind when it comes to Ras Kass, because he's that type of MC. So all in all, I think this is, again, I think it was a solid project. To me, it's probably in the top 3 for Ras Kass. It's in my top 3 of Ras Kass releases. And yeah, man, Leopard Eats Face, 3.5 mics. Again, like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button if that's something you wish to do. If not, just continuously check back for new videos, or check out which videos I drop that may be something you'd want to watch. That's okay too. However, if anything else too, follow those links. Go check out some of the merchandise for Leopard Eats Face. And other than that, stay tuned. More album reviews coming your way from the Historian. All right, peace.